Alright, welcome back to another video. And as I promised, we're going to be heading straight into Fate's Day Night, the visual novel. So because this is I believe it's called Eroge, something like that. There's going to be censoring involved. Let's hope there's not a ton of mana transferring. It was a thrust like lightning. Oh wow, what a start. A spearhead thrusts to pierce my heart. Trying to dodge it would be useless. Being lightning, it's invisible to the human eye. But the lightning that tries to pierce me is repelled by the moonlight that tries to save me. Clang, a beautiful sound. No, the sound before me is heavier than steel. The armor she is wearing is not beautiful at all and as unrefined as the cold night. 1 second, that was really loud in my ears. I need to change that. Here we go. Let's try that. The sound wasn't beautiful at all. It was actually the sound of steel. It's just that the night is beautiful enough to turn it into a charming sound like a bell. Oh, Saber. I ask of you, are you my master? She asks in a voice that lights up the darkness. I have come forth in response to your summons. From this time forward, my sword shall be with you, and your fate shall be with me. Now, our contract is complete. Yes, the contract has been completed. When she chose me as her master, I'm sure I swore to help her too. That is still very loud. Come on. This always happens first episode. I just need... I didn't turn that down. I turned this down. There. I'm going to close it. I'm just going to put it down there. Try that. Okay. The moonlight still lights up the darkness. As if following the night's example, the shed again falls silent. Time has stopped. The scene lasts less than a second. But I'm sure I'll remember this scene vividly even when I'm gone to hell. Even when I've gone to hell. The face slightly turned. The quiet green eyes. The instant becomes an eternity. The blue outfit symbolizes her sways in the wind. A faint blue light filters in. The golden hair shines in the moonlight. Fate. Yes. Alrighty. This is a story from 10 years ago. Okay, I don't know if you could see that on screen, but like there's no settings on here. It's just literally return the title, which I can't do. It's either windowed or full screened, and help is just giving me an about screen, so let me turn this down again. There, that's better. Alright. I'm watching someone I know very well, a tall man with a deep featured face, who to my knowledge has never told a joke, is patting my head. No, that's not quite right. I guess he doesn't know how much strength to use, so to be more accurate, he's grabbing my head and smashing it around. I guess that's only to be expected. After all, that's the first time he ever patted my head. I'll have to get going. You know what to do now, right? I answer the deep voice with a polite yes. The man patting my head nods again. Well, nods once. Lets go and stands up. So, that was it. If I'd known then that it was our final moment together, I would have made him laugh with my best jokes. I practiced telling jokes a lot in hope that I could bring a smile to his grave face. I guess you could say I was sad that I couldn't tell him any of them. put the association in your debt by the time you mature. I'll let you decide what to do after that. You should be able to take care of yourself." Even though he said such things, I guess he was still worried. He told me about the heirloom jewels, the jewels inherited from the master, and how to manage the basement. As he was telling me all the things I didn't yet know, I realized even as a child that most likely he wouldn't be coming back. Oh? A war had started. Not a war between countries, but a war between people. But the only ones at war were 7 people. In a situation like this, the word war should be unsuitable. But here it's a different story, as the ones in conflict are Magi. The Magi? Magi? I'm just gonna say Magi. The 7 Magi, each from a different faction, had started to compete for unknown reasons and killed each other in unknown ways. The man standing before me was one of them. He too was in a position to kill or be killed. He must have known more keenly than I did. Wait, what? He must have known more keenly than I did, that his time was near. Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as the Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a Magus. Magus? Magus? I'm gonna say Magus. You can't avoid it. Once more, he patted my head and left. That was the end. That was the last time I saw the man who entered the Holy Grail War as a master and died. The man who was my teacher as well as my father. Take care, father. I see him off politely. I knew I was on the verge of crying, but I shed no tears. I loved him. He was a great father and a great Magus. Among Magi, there are only obstinate people. In the whole world, I don't think anyone had a better character than his. He taught me as a teacher and loved me as a father. That's why I decided to choose my path according to what he left me in the end. Rin. The Queen of Thighs, as people would call her, eh? I just thought I would add that. Yeah, she's pretty nice, I'd say that. I'm not going to add any more to that, though. Rin, the Holy Grail will appear eventually. It is our duty as a Tosaka family to win it. More importantly, if you want to be a Magus, you can't avoid it. In the end, he left me those words as a Magus, and not as a father. That is why at that moment, my path was determined. Alright, I'll do my best to be a proper Magus. It's only natural for a student to follow the words of their teacher. Since then, through many twists and turns, I, Tosaka Rin, have matured. It has been 10 years since the winter day on which my father went to war. I haven't exactly been waiting for this moment, but I am excited. That's only natural. The event I have never forgotten about is about to start. January 31st? Is that what that's telling me? Or is it just one chapter out of 31? I don't know. I'm assuming it's a date. Something is ringing. It sounds like a phone? Is it a phone? Is it like a thing there? I don't know. What keeps popping up down there? Oh well. The sound doesn't stop. It rings loudly as if I'm an enemy. What? Come on. I was up late last night, so... Oh, right. Those are the voice files. I might have to look up, see if I can find those online or something like that. If I can find them anyway. But if you guys know where to find it, let me know, because I remember trying to find this game was not easy. Like, not easy in the least bit. Like, not easy at all. I'll just say that. It should let me sleep in a bit longer. No, it has to let me sleep in. I was deciphering my father's will until early this morning, and I've used up too much magical energy. In other words, my mind and body are dead tired. Ah, jeez, you're really stubborn. Yeah, it's still going. It's kind of like what alarm clock, there you go, an alarm clock does. So why does the ring sound like it's telling me you're going to be late? Late. Being late is bad. No, that depends on the situation. I'm a good student, but maybe I can get to school at the last moment just for today. That's right. I set the alarm 30 minutes early, so I should be able to sleep for 30 minutes more. Huh? Isn't that strange? Set it 30 minutes early? I look at the alarm clock drowsily. The clock is pointing exactly at 7. Oh, what a virtue to just wake up at 7. I'm already working for like an hour and a half by the time that goes. I usually get up at 6:30, so the spare 30 minutes have already been used up. Oh, why can't I think when I wake up? I stare at the alarm clock for several seconds. Oh, thank you. Shutting it off, I decide to get out of bed. That'd be a good idea, yes. Cool. Passing through the cold hallway, I enter the cold living room. It's 7 o'clock on the last day of January. Okay, I knew it was a date. Fuyuki City is usually pretty warm in the winter, but this morning it's as cold as any other city. I can't even see my breaths indoors. Oh, and on top of that, there's no one else in the house to warm it up. Heater. Turning on the heater, I head to the bathroom. At times like this, living on your own is inconvenient. If there were someone to wake up before me, the living room would be warm by now. That's fair. I wash my face at the sink. Jesus, how the hell do you even have, like... Well, never mind. I brush my long hair and get ready. A cold morning, a cold sink. The only advantage is the cold water clears your sleepiness completely. True, yeah. All depends on the situation, depending on how tired you are. I tie my ribbon, and I'm all ready. All I have to do is eat breakfast and head out. Looking at the clock, it's only a bit past 7, and I'm a bit disappointed. Man, I guess I don't have to run after all. And again, I would never do anything as clumsy as running this school anyway. It is the custom of the Tosaka family to act with composure and elegance at all times. Taking a custom like that seriously must mean that my family originated from a very high-class background indeed. Owning this old Western-style mansion is proof of that, and on top of it, the Tosaka family is a bloodline of sorcerers able to use the power of magic. If you're talking about age, our family has an ancient history. What is the background exactly? Is that supposed to be like a warping ball of energy or something? I don't know. Well, it's not something I can brag about. Actually, I can't speak openly about it at all. Oh, by the way, I'm in Tosaka. I'm a magus. Who on earth can I brag to like that? Magic is just what it sounds like. Magic. I don't care if you get ideas like abracadabra or whatever. Hocus pocus, yes? You can just think of us as people who do strange things by casting spells. Harry Potter? Oh, that would sound like we fly around on brooms or make stars appear with a wave of the wand. Well, we could do that, but we don't bother, as it's kind of meaningless. We're basically heretics who hide ourselves from the world. We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't. Wait, what? We're prohibited from standing out, and even if we weren't. Okay. We would rather be at home studying magic. Ah, okay. I thought that was a period. I don't think that was a comma. On top of that, the word sorcerer is completely inaccurate. To be precise, there are only 5 sorcerers in the world. Things no one can do, things beyond the ability of modern science. The ones who can make such miracles are the ones we call sorcerers. Miracles that can never be achieved regardless of time or effort. We call them sorcery. Those things that are mysterious but achievable with time and effort, those we call magic. That's why what I do is called magic rather than sorcery. It's complicated, but that's how it is, so just accept it. You're basically saying, like, yes, it's not sorcery because that's out of the realm, it's magic. In other words, so. Well, to be honest, the modern world doesn't recognize the existence of magi. As we believe, control, and learn things that are immeasurable, our existence is incompatible with the modern world. Because it's kind of meaningless. Going to a normal school and becoming a normal adult will bring you far more happiness than studying magic. Human technology is great. In the past few hundred years, it has been leading the way ahead of magic. Nothing is impossible for humans. The miracle once only possible through magic are now tools and not miraculous at all. Still, magic has its good points. Just as there are things possible only through science, there are also things possible only through magic. Oh? It was the master of the Tosaka family who said that if science is moving forward the future, magic is moving forward the past. Magic... Okay, that's... What? Okay. Something about the past and the future ending up at the same place. Everything always running towards the 0 point. I don't think I understand. Let's put off all those difficult discussions. They should wait until we're old. Okay, that's fair. Finishing breakfast, I grab my bag. Oh yeah, I should bring the pendant. I don't really want to take the thing to school, but it'll be a waste just to leave it here. This thing is 100 years old after all. It's by far the greatest jewel in the house. Oh, excuse me. No, that's an understatement. It's much stronger than that. I found this after decoding Father's will last night. It contains the equivalent of 10 years of my magical energy. There was said to be an heirloom, and this might well be it. We, the Magi of Tosaka, are skilled at the transformation of power. We put our magical energy into jewels whenever we have free time. To put it simply, the jewels are bullets and we are the gun. The only thing I can say I received from my father is the magic crest of the Tosaka family engraved on my left arm. In essence, this is the proof of the successor, and it's like a tattoo that condenses all the inherent magic of the Tosaka family. It hasn't started yet, but I guess it doesn't hurt to be careful. I put the pendant, which can now be said to be my father's memento, into my pocket. This is the last resort. I read this as this is my last resort. Like in my head, but I didn't say that. It says my kingdom come. Pretty much anything is possible with the magical energy contained in this. It's 7:30. I should get going or I'll be late for school. I miss youth. Shuli Bong Verharen Dre. How the hell do you pronounce that? I'll weave my words with magical energy quickly. Is that German? Excuse me. I think it is German. Well, it sounds German anyway. Being a magus, I can't let my guard down when leaving my house. Even though there's never been a single robber, wandering child, nor a stray cat. I don't think my neighbor has ever come to say hello either. Well, I don't really care. Not even a stray cat? What's up with that? I look up at the mansion I've grown so accustomed to over the years. Fuyuki is certainly a strange city with many Western-style houses on the side of town, and an area full of Japanese-styled houses just beyond them. intersection. I guess because many foreign families came to live here a long time ago, but even so, I don't see many foreigners around here now. There's a foreigners' cemetery in the new city across the river, but it only has the graves of the first generation of families. Maybe the soil of Japan didn't suit them? I'll go to the church and ask for the priest sometime. He knows about lots of boring things. That's a odd way of putting that. Huh? Stepping outside, I feel a certain incongruity. What's up? It's quieter than usual. It's especially quiet with no sense of the morning noisiness. At 7:30, the street should be filled with students going to school and people going to work. Well, I guess there are days like this. Perhaps everyone slept in today. What kind of conclusion is that? It's unusually cold, so I bet everyone's still wrapped up in their warm beds. Okay, that's still dumb. But even so, it's strange that I haven't seen even one student so far. At 7:30, you can usually see people in uniform here and there, but I'm the only person at the school gates, and it looks like the clubs are just starting their morning practice. In other words, the only explanation is... Oh, Tosaka, you're up early today. As I suspected. With a small sigh, I turned to the girl who addressed me. Morning. What? It really is cold today, huh? This girl, speaking so frankly, is Mitsuzuri Ayako. She's my classmate in class 2A, and there are a lot of stories about her. Good morning, Mitsuzuri-san. Please excuse the abrupt question, but do you know what time it is? Huh, it's almost 7. Are you still asleep? Oh, she set her clock for 6. Huh, not bad. She waves her hand in front of me, wondering if I'm alright. She is one of the few friends who know I am not a morning person. In other words, she thinks I'm not fully awake yet. I guess the clocks at my house were an hour fast. All of them. Not just my alarm clock, but the wall clocks as well. Really, just what's going on here? Did Father arrange for all the clocks to go mad when the pendant was removed from the basement? Tosaka? Don't worry, it's nothing. Anyway, are you off to morning practice as usual? Yeah, the archery club has lots of problem students and one good member quit. So I have to get them to look good to attract the new freshmen in April. I see. There's always something to worry about, isn't there? You can say that since it's none of your concern. Oh, do you want to come? The guys will love it if you come and watch. Archery club, huh? I have 3 acquaintances in the archery club. One is Ayako and the person before me right now, and the other 2 people I barely talk to. And for one of those 2, the word acquaintance doesn't really suffice. I become friends with Ayako because I have been watching the archery club from afar. Alright, I'll go if all I have to do is watch. I have nothing else to do with this early anyway. Great, let's go right now then. Huh, alright. But I think with that, we're going to end off today's episode. Alright? We'll get back to this probably after I upload another episode of DDLC. Fallen Angel. So, then after that, I'm going to be playing an NES game, which I'm sure you all will love to see. Alright? All my social media are down in the description. Go check me out there. Discord server is slightly dead because I'm busy. Well, everyone that helps out with the server is pretty busy. It's actually a bad situation for it, but if you come say hi, I'm always willing to, just come talk to you. I might not be able to join the calls as much anymore, but I'll try my best. And with that, I'll see you all at the next one. Have a good day.